Hello. So, I just thought of something else that I wanted to share. I just came away from a client of mine who they don't have a lot of money, and they're living like in 5 people in this apartment, and even the lady who's renting it out to them. I've noticed something interesting, that between sales and rentals, the homes themselves attract people that are very similar to, like, between landlords and tenants, and buyers and sellers. And I always found that extremely interesting. I was always kind of trying to look for the connecting factor. But I was listening to this lady and just hearing all of the issues like she had with the boiler and the heating, and it just seems that every time they turn around, there's something else that needs to be fixed. There's something else that needs to be substituted. She's getting a ticket or a fine for something. It's just like, when you're in that flow of lack of, it's not even a flow of lack, it's like being stuck in lack. It seems like it just continues to generate lack, more lack and more lack, until it just tries to beat you down somehow. And I've definitely been there, and I have frequently been there, and I've gone from one extreme to the other as well, which I think has allowed me to have a perception of how my mindset changes, how I deal with stuff. Because before, when I didn't see a way out, I couldn't even come up with solutions which made more sense. Like, the lady was just telling me, oh, they told me if I sign up for a contract, then I don't have to pay every time the guy comes out to fix the boiler, because every time he comes out, it's like €40. And I said, okay, but what does a contract cost you? She's like, oh, wow, does it have a cost? And I said, maybe you need to know that before you kind of sign up, because I'm sure it does, and she's probably right, and it probably would make sense, but if you don't have the numbers, you don't know, and so it almost seems like there's vicious circle. And I think the same thing happens in, there's, again, duality, good and bad, and they're both the same, or neither of them exist, one or the other. But the fact is, it's the same thing with people who tend to generate money. You have a way of thinking, you have a way of positioning yourself, you have a flow that also attracts money into your life, but you can't have that from a place of lack. You'll never get to abundance from a place of lack. So if you're thinking in that way, and if you're trying, and that's, they have that saying, they're all the same sayings at this point. They've been, chewed up so much that I think they almost don't even make any sense anymore. Nobody really takes heed of them. But, like, you cannot resolve a problem from the place and where the problem was created. And I think that that definitely falls over into any category, but definitely in money. And in money, it's very, very evident. It's very visible. So anyway, I thought this was really interesting, and I feel extremely blessed to be able to witness it and to see it without sometimes having to necessarily touch it myself, although I have touched it myself. And it is when you actually go through it yourself that you feel how heavy it is. You feel the difficulty of it, and you actually probably learn the lesson better when you actually go through it yourself. So I do feel blessed for that. And lately this has come up more and more, that life happens for you. It's not happening to you. There's nothing going on in your life right now that isn't supposed to be exactly how it is. So sometimes if it's the way you don't want it to be, maybe you just need to look at what it's there to show you. What's the lesson? Anyway, that's my share for today. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.